So I guess we're waiting. I think we're waiting on him to come in. Let me go see if I can get him on YouTube. You on WebEx? Let's see. I'm gonna see if I can see him on YouTube. Let's see. I teach how. This is why I'm rich. I think they're gonna call with him one by one, or we get to listen to everybody. Is this your first time doing it? Oh, oh, does it say anything to us? Hello? Hello?
Hello, yes, we can hear you. You have to wait for the meeting to start.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Happy Wednesday, everyone.
Hello.
Please mute your microphones.
Oh,
If you're president, what is that? Mr. Chairman, can you hear me?
Yes, you're at,
Mute. Yeah. Okay. Try that again. Testing. Are you still like that? About to find out. Happy Wednesday, everyone. Mr. Chairman, can you still hear me?
yes, you're clear now.
Okay, thank you. Okay, everyone, please mute your microphones until you hear your docket call. If you're present in room 516 this morning, either put your phones on airplane mode or on vibrate. You can sit over there or you can sit over here. You will hear your docket call. There will be a brief description on what your docket entails. If you're present in room 514 this morning, you will come up to the table to the left of me. You will hit the red button in front of you until it turns green so you can give your testimony. The chairman will swear you in before you give your testimony. Mr. Chairman, we can begin with the preamble.
In compliance with notification requirements of Ohio's open meeting law and section 101.021 of the codified ordinances of Cleveland, Ohio, 1796, notice of this meeting has been publicly posted. All boards and commissions under the purview of the city planning department conduct their meetings according to Robert's Rules of Order. Actions during the meeting will be taken by voice vote. Abstentions from any vote due to a conflict of interest should be stated for the record before the taking of any vote. In order to ensure that everyone participating in the meeting has the opportunity to be heard, we ask that you use the raise hand feature before asking a question or making a comment. The raise hand feature can be found in the participants panel on the desktop and mobile versions and activated by clicking the hand icon. Please wait for the chair or facilitator to recognize you and be sure to select unmute and announce yourself before you speak. When finished speaking, please lower your hand by clicking on the raise hand icon again and mute your microphone. We will also use the chat feature to communicate with participants. The chat feature can be activated by clicking the chat button located at the bottom of the WebEx screen. All meeting activities being recorded by way of the WebEx platform. These proceedings are also being live streamed by way of YouTube. All requests to speak on a particular matter by way of our website and email have been considered. We have also received emails from those who have provided written comments on a particular matter. Mr. Gates for verification.
Yes, Mr. Chairman. This is Russ Gates from the Law Department. Preliminarily, the live stream, can we verify that the live stream is on and functioning?
It is, Mr. Chairman.
As the Law Department has done since these public meetings have gone virtual and or hybrid, law states its objection to the use of the chat function. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Ms. Davis.
Mr. Bradley,
Here.
Mr. Maschke,
Here.
Mr. Dink.
That's hard.
Oh, we don't have Mr. Dink.
Mr. Denk was stating that he was in a chat room waiting to be entered.
Oh, shoot. He's in a breakout. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to log off and come back again.
Mr. Chairman, this is Patty. I just emailed him to log off and log back on.
Okay.
No, he's coming in. Mr. Bradley,
Yeah, here.
Mr. Maskey. And Mr. Gallagher.
Here.
We have a quorum.
Okay, we're gonna call the first case, building docket A 100-25, 6400 St. Clair Avenue.
Application and fees are in order. Notice of violation is poor workmanship. Issued on February 14th of 2025. Appeal was received on April 24th of 2025, requesting for 1 week. Yes,
There
yeah.
he is. Okay.
Present for today's hearing, Chief Building Official Tom Vanover, Russ Gates, and Dan Jacobson, representing the Law Department for the Department of Building and Housing. With the applicant or his or her attorney and/or representative, please state your first and last name and your relationship to the docket. Mr. Chairman, I do not see anybody representing Solar Electrical Services LLC in the participants panel, nor is that person present in room 514 this morning.
Okay, and there's nobody else from that case that might be on that you can see.
No, Mr. Chairman.
Yeah, no one's speaking up. Okay, Mr. Vanover, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth?
I do.
Okay, Mr. Gates.
Yes. Through the chair to Ms. Davis, did notice of today's hearing get returned to the board's file for any reason?
Through the chair to Mr. Gates, no.
Have you received any form of communication, email, voice message, or anything physically delivered to you on behalf of the appellant? Or this,
Chair to Mr. Gates, no.
to the chair, the due process requirement of notice having been given to this appellant has been satisfied. The board can proceed with the hearing and its ruling.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Vanover.
Mr. Chairman to Ms. Davis, was there an appeal statement provided that we could read into the record?
Through the chair to Mr. Vanover, no.
So, Mr. Chairman, I'm familiar with this case, and it's I'm actually surprised that the appellate is not present because this is a matter of an electrical contractor. Mr. McAbee is an electrical contractor who was contracted to do a job and had claimed that he had left the job, pulled off the job, and that work was being done by others. And therefore, the violation notice received for poor workmanship was not his to receive. However, without him here to provide testimony, I have no choice but to ask that you either postpone it or deny more time, uphold the notice and remand it back to the Department of Building and Housing.
I think maybe because you're familiar with the case, maybe postponement might be better because, like you said, you are surprised that he's not on here to give testimony. Ms. Davis.
Mr. Chairman, the board will reach out to the applicant to make sure he received notice and to make him aware of his next hearing date.
Okay, all right, so it is postponed. Next docket is billing docket A102-25 8211 Cedar Avenue.
Application and fees are in order. Notice of violation is condemnation of the main structure. Issued on April 4th of 2025. Appeal was received on April 30th of 2025, requesting for 180 days. Present for today's hearing, Chief Billing Official Tom Vanover, Russ Gates, and Dan Jacobson for the Department of Law. Will the applicant or his or her attorney and/or representative please state your first and last name and your relationship to the property for the record? Touch the button in the front.
First name is Ali, last name Latfifar. I'm the owner of the property.
Okay, Mr. Latifah, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth?
Yes, I do.
Okay, go ahead and proceed.
I received a condemnation. I filed for appeal, and consequently, I applied for the general work permit with the city of Cleveland. Then I ordered the power come to the property, which is already stored, and then clean out started it. And we need to start fixing the outside the property, which is going to be vinyl siding. I need 120 days to complete that, and the balance of it to go to the interior to finish it. By 180 days, will be completed with the property.
Okay, Mr. Vanover.
So, Mr. Chairman, there are permits for this property that have been pulled, and to correct the condemnation, we're let me look real quick to see where those are. I believe those have been issued. Yeah, actually, the permit is waiting to get picked up. So the permit is approved. We're waiting for the contractor to pick it up. We don't object to 2 weeks for the contractor to pull the permit and get all of the permits in place, and then 120 days for the outside and 180 days to correct to evict.
Okay, so November 5th, 2 weeks, 2025 to pull all the permits. February 21st, that'd be 120 days, 2026. And that one is to get the siding completed, and April 21st, 180 days, 2026 to abate all the violations. Motion? Moved by Mr. Bradley,
Second.
second by Mr. Dink.
Mr. Bradley,
Yes.
Mr. Maschke,
Yes.
Mr. Dink,
Yes.
Mr. Gallagher.
Yes. Okay, notice will be sent within 2 weeks. Next docket is housing docket A 141-24, 15707 Eldemere Avenue.
Mr. Chairman, we said we was gonna move this one to the last. My apologies.
Okay, we'll do that then. We'll move that to the last. Okay, housing docket A 098-25, 1265-67 West 108th Street.
Application and fees are in order. Notice of violation is unauthorized illegal use. Issued on March 24th of 2025. Appeal was received on April 21st, 2025. Applicant did not ask for time. Present for today's hearing, Chief Billing Official Tom Vanover, Russ Gates, and Dan Jacobson for the Department of Law. Will the applicant or his or her attorney and or representative please state your first and last name and your relationship to the property for the record?
Good morning. My name is David Urbancic. I represent the appellant in this matter, and I am her attorney.
Okay, Mr., are you the only given testimony then?
My client is here today as well, should her testimony be required.
Okay, those giving testimony, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth?
Hi, my name is Christina Katavlis, and I swear to tell the truth and nothing but the truth, so help me God.
Thank you. Okay, go ahead and proceed.
Thank you. My understanding is that this matter is regarding a parking pad. It's visible in the picture on the right side. This is a duplex, so there are 2 units in this house, and the rental parking is that strip directly in front of the right side of the house. The other side parking is a narrow driveway on the left side of the house, but this concrete pad here is the one at issue. My understanding is that this pad was installed approximately 50 years ago. I went through aerial photographs of the county and found, dating back to 1986, photographs of this parking pad as it currently exists. My understanding is its use has remained consistent, and there have been no modifications, expansions, or any work done on that parking pad in the past 40 plus years. So with that in mind, my understanding is that under the Cleveland Building and Zoning Code, there is a provision for existing non-conforming uses, which is if they were lawful at the time of their installation, then they remain lawful today. So the request of the building and zoning inspector to apply for and receive a permit for the use of this property should not be applicable because this is a grandfathered in pre-existing use 50 years ago. Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Vanover.
Tom, you're muted.
Apologies. Mr. Chairman, to the board, has there been evidence provided showing the existence of this pad for 50 years?
Through the chair to Mr. Vanover, the board did not receive anything from the appellant's attorney in regards to those aerial pictures that he mentioned today.
If I may, David Urbancic here. I have copies of the aerial photographs that I printed out and brought to today's hearing. I did not provide them in advance, and my apologies.
So, Mr. Chairman, to the board, the law in the code in Cleveland and all of Ohio is that for existing non-conforming conditions, they are allowed to remain under the provisions under the conditions of their original approval. It appears that the appellant is arguing that this was approved sometime in the past, and we would seek that approval. But I also, just in all fairness, the city of Cleveland, as most cities, our records from 50 years ago are less than complete. So at this point, I would, with that proof of existence, it's up to the board to make the determination on whether this pad continues to exist and continues to exist under the condition of its original approval.
Okay, and so this board can do that. It wouldn't be zoning. It would be us that can approve this now, Mr. Vanover.
So, Mr. Chairman, this is an issue where the installation of accessory off-street parking does require a building permit, which also would require as part of our process, it does require a review of zoning, but that's not what is before the board. The actual installation of the accessory off-street parking lot requires both a zoning approval and a building permit. And they were cited under this violation notice for not having a building permit to install this.
Okay, so obviously, as it sits, something was done, but I would think that we should have that aerial documentation sent in to the board. And then I'm going to ask any of the board members if they want to make a comment on this.
Mr. Chairman, I'm thinking the uncontested existence for 50 years of that parking area is evidence of a previous approval, and I don't have an objection to allowing it to remain.
Okay.
Mr. Chairman, I have a question. Was this citation based on just a random inspector citing this, or is this from a complaint? How did this come about?
Mr. Chairman and Mr. Maskey, bear with me just a moment. Let me see what our electronic record indicates. You'll excuse me, it's not 1265 West 108. Mr. Chairman, to Mr. Maskey, there was a complaint provided to the Department of Building and Housing in March of 2025. It was an anonymously made complaint, And then subsequently, there was another complaint made in April of 2025, which was also an anonymously made complaint.
So based on an anonymous complaint, we automatically cite the homeowner, even if we visually see that that concrete has been aged?
Well, Mr. Chairman to Mr. Maskey, we don't automatically do anything. We received a complaint of the conditions. We inspected and then we searched our records to find out for the installation, any records of this installation, and found none. And and so we cited accordingly. There's oftentimes non-compliant conditions or things that are, we can't age or age test the driveway. There's 167,000 parcels in the city of Cleveland, and simply not getting caught for a period of time and installing something without a permit does not automatically guarantee its approval or its right to exist. That would be an extremely dangerous situation if we were to do that. So we issue the notice of violation that comes with due process rights and allows the Board of Building Appeals, this body, to make a decision on whether or not it was to uphold it or not to.
Mr. Chairman, I make a motion that we accept the driveway pending receipt of the aerial imagery.
Second.
Okay, so it's moved and seconded, and I'll ask the attorney, would you send that in to the board, please?
I can. How would you like me to send it in?
You can get with Ms. Davis and she'll let you know what to do.
And
Discussion.
I had one additional question for the aerial imagery. How do you want that validated? I took screenshots off of the Ohio Department of Transportation's aerial photographs from the 1980s. My notation that I brought in, I just had handwritten the date of that photograph. So how do you want me to validate the submitted aerial imagery?
Mr. Chairman, this is Patty. The Rules of Evidence and Procedure are advisory, so may advise he can submit it with whatever sworn statement he'd like.
Okay, there you have your answer.
Mr. Chair, this is Russ Gates. Well, I was wondering if I could make a comment or an argument.
You can, yes.
Thank you. As the witness for the city has stated, there's no proof that the city authorized this installation. And we can acknowledge and stipulate to the fact that it's there, and that it has been there for some time. But that doesn't mean that it is an authorized use. And under the code, it has to have been a lawfully existing structure to be permitted to continue to exist as a non-conforming use. So the argument, possible avenue here is for the city. We've checked our electronic records that go back 20 years. There's no evidence of a permit authorizing this use. And we should do a more exhaustive physical check and continue this, but I just want the board to have certain knowledge that the city has or has not, whether it does or not have evidence of this being authorized when it was installed.
Okay, yeah, you're absolutely right. We don't know. And all we have is possibly an aerial photograph that would show quite a few years ago. And I think that it was also stated that if it became non-compliant, but it's been around for that length of time, that it would appear that it could remain so. So I think we do have a motion out there. If something changes, I suppose that it can be recited, right?
Mr. Chairman, discussion?
Yes, go ahead, Mr. Van.
So just to be clear for the resolution, The resolution of the board is to deny the validity of the notice of violation and to reverse the decision in the violation notice, the decision of the Department of Building and Housing.
That's correct.
Yeah, yes, that is correct.
Okay, I just for clarity so that thank you.
That's a part of the record. Okay. Go ahead, Ms. Davis.
Did you?
There was a second.
It was, okay. Mr. Bradley,
Yeah.
Mr. Maskey,
Yes.
Mr. Dink,
Yes.
Mr. Gallagher.
Yes. Okay, a notice will be sent out within 2 weeks. Thank you.
Thank you.
Housing.
Okay.
And those photos.
Is there a second?
I'll just 75.
Yes.
Okay, I'll send them by tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay, next docket is housing docket A 099-25 6705 Guthrie Avenue.
Application and fees are in order. Notice of violation is exterior maintenance. Issued on March 24th of 2025. Appeal was received on April 23rd of 2025, requesting for 90 days to complete abatement of the violations. Present for today's hearing, Chief Billing Official Tom Vanover, Russ Gates and Dan Jacobson for the Department of Building and Housing. If the will the applicant or his or her attorney or representative please state your first and last name and your relationship to the property for the record.
Good morning, Jeffrey McGaffick, attorney for Guthrie LLC, Guthrie Duplex LLC. Also present, though not expected to testify, would be Ramesh Ramados, the principal owner of Guthrie Duplex LLC.
Okay, and we'll just swear you in. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth?
I do.
Okay, thank you. Go ahead and proceed.
Thank you, sir. The project was intended to be updated and completed within the appeal period, but due to unexpected additional costs that the representative of the LLC incurred, was not able to be completed timely. I'm advised that they have begun some of the work to do cleanup and minor repairs at the premises, that within, actually probably before the end of the week, permits should be able to be pulled to complete the projects. Bids have been received and a decision has been made with respect to how they will proceed. The applicant requests an additional 45 days to complete the repairs and violations.
Okay, Mr. Vanover.
Mr. Chairman, I will state that there's an expectation, as I always do, that there's an expectation as a corporate property owner in a for-profit company that these violations do not exist, that they are addressed prior to the citizens of the city of Cleveland needing to expel resources to tell the owner to do that thing that they are supposed to have already done. However, that being said, we do not object to 45 days for complete abatement of the violation notices with no further extensions.
Okay, motion is in order to give till December the 6th, 45 days, 2025 to abate the violations with no further extensions. Motion moved by Mr. Bradley.
Second.
Second by Mr. Maskey.
Mr. Maskey,
Yes.
Mr. Bradley,
Yeah.
Mr. Dink,
Yes.
Mr. Gallagher.
Yes. Okay, notice will be sent within 2 weeks. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next docket, housing docket A 101-25, 3358 West 59th Place.
Application and fees are in order. Notice of violation is exterior maintenance issued on March 31st of 2025. Appeal was received on April 29th, 2025, requesting for 60 days to complete abatement of the violations. Present for today's hearing, Chief Billing Official Tom Vanover, Russ Gates, and Dan Jacobson for the Department of Law. Will the applicant or his or her attorney and/or representative please state your first and last name and your relationship to the property for the record? Mr. Chairman, I do not see that participant in the participants panel online, nor is that person present in room 514 this morning.
Okay, Mr. Vanover, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth?
I do.
Okay, Mr. Gates.
Through the chair to Ms. Davis, did notice of today's hearing get returned to the board's file for any reason?
Through the chair to Mr. Gates, no.
Through the chair to Ms. Davis, have you received any form of communication, email, voice message, or anything physically delivered on behalf of this appellant and/or docket?
Through the chair to Mr. Gates, no.
To the chair, the due process requirement of notice having been given to this appellant, the board can proceed with the hearing and its ruling. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Vanover.
Mr. Chairman, it appears that this notice of violation consisted of deteriorated conditions on the porch of this property. We have subsequently received an application for a permit to make repairs on the porch. We have reviewed and approved that permit. We have inspected the permit and closed it as compliance final. By all indications, the violations on this property have been abated, and we would not object to a date of 10/22/25 to abate the violations.
Okay, motion is in order to allow to 10/22/25 to abate the violations. Motion?
So moved.
Okay, moved by Mr. Dink,
Second.
second by Mr. Maskey.
Mr. Bradley,
Yes.
Mr. Maskey,
Yes.
Mr. Dink,
Yes.
Mr. Gallagher.
Yes, notice will be sent out within 2 weeks. Next docket is housing docket A 103-25, 13504 Benwood Avenue.
Application and fees are in order. Notice of violation is exterior maintenance issued on April 9th of 2025. Appeal was received on April 30th of 2025, requesting for 90 days to complete abatement of the violations. Present for today's hearing, Chief Billing Official Tom Vanover, Russ Gates, and Dan Jacobson for the Department of Law. Will the applicant or his or her attorney and/or representative please state your first and last name and your relationship to the property for the record?
Good morning, Jeffrey McGaffick, again appearing with the witness Ramesh Ramados, who is the principal owner of 13504 Benwood Duplex LLC. Once again, I don't expect that Mr. Ramados will need to testify.
Okay, Mr. McGaffrick, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth?
I do.
Okay, go ahead and proceed.
Thank you, Mr. Gallagher. With respect to this property, as with the prior docket regarding Guthrie Duplex, the same circumstances and financial difficulties were incurred with respect to the intended completion date and the principal requests 45 days within which to complete the repairs and to pull the permits within the next couple days, should the board permit.
Mr. Vanover.
Mr. Chairman, as I said with the last property, there's an expectation that for-profit landlords maintain their property. I didn't hear an ask for time, but like the last docket, we don't object to 45 days to correct all the violations on the property.
Okay, motion is for December 6th, 45 days, 2025 to abate the violations. Motion?
So moved.
Okay, moved by Mr. Denk, second by Mr. Maschke.
Mr. Bradley,
Yes.
Mr. Maschke,
Yes.
Mr. Dink,
Yes.
Mr. Gallagher.
Yes. Okay, notice will be sent within 2 weeks. Thank you.
Thank you.
Housing docket A 104-25, 3563 East 143rd Street.
Application and fees are in order. Notice of violation is exterior maintenance, issued on April 16th of 2025. Appeal was received on May 2nd, 2025, requesting 2 to 3 months to complete abatement of the violations. Present for today's hearing, Chief Billing Official Tom Vanover, Russ Gates, and Dan Jacobson for the Department of Law. Will the applicant or his or her attorney and/or representative please state your first and last name and your relationship to the property for the record? Mr. Chairman, I do not see the applicant in the participants panel, nor if that person is present in room 514 this morning.
Okay, Mr. Vanover, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth?
I do.
Okay. Let's see. Mr. Gates.
Yes, through the chair to Ms. Davis, did notice of today's hearing get returned to the board's file for any reason?
Through the chair to Mr. Gates, no.
Have you received any form of communication, email, voice message, or anything physically delivered on behalf of this appellant and or docket?
Through the chair to Mr. Gates, no.
To the chair, the due process requirement of notice having been given to this appellant, the board can proceed with the hearing and its ruling.
Thank you. Mr. Vanover.
Mr. Chairman, if you will, bear with me. It appears that this is an owner-occupied property. However, the notice of violation is it appears that there's been some progress made toward compliance, but it's still left open. I mean, it's not compliant. Mr. Chairman, to Ms. Davis, was there a request for time?
Through the chair to Mr. Vanover, the request was 2 to 3 months.
2 to 3 months, Mr. Chairman. That's this was noticed, was issued in April. We have expanded that 2 to 3 months. We would ask that you deny more time and remand it back to the Department of Building and Housing.
Okay, a motion is in order to deny more time, remand the property division of Building and Housing for any further action.
Move.
Moved by Mr. Bradley,
Second.
second by Mr. Maschke.
Mr. Maschke,
Yes.
Mr. Bradley,
Yes.
Mr. Dink,
Yes.
Mr. Gallagher.
Yes. Okay, notice to be sent out within 2 weeks.
Mr. Chairman, give me a few seconds. We're having some internet connections
Okay,
issues going on right now. Okay. Look like we're back now. Okay.
got it back?
Yeah, is it showing up on you guys' end?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah,
Okay.
we're glitching pretty bad over here, so.
Okay, well, if you need to straighten it out, just let me know.
Okay.
Okay, housing docket A 105-25 3085 East 65th Street.
Application and fees are in order. Notice of violation is interior and exterior maintenance issued on April 28th of 2025. Appeal was received. Violations was issued March 28th, 2025. Appeal was received on April 2nd, 2025, requesting for 90 days to complete abatement of the violations. Present for today's hearing, Chief Billing Official Tom Vanover, Russ Gates, and Dan Jacobson for the Department of Law. Will the applicant or his or her attorney and/or representative please state your first and last name and your relationship to the property for the record?
Brianna Denham. I used to own the property.
Okay, Ms. Denham, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and proceed.
Okay. All the violations have been completed. Most of the violations that were there were caused by the person living there. I know the windows that were non-working were screwed shut by the person living there. The smoke detectors, she said that weren't working in the bedroom. There were working smoke detectors up, but the old one that was there was left up. I think that was the one she seen. The sink in the kitchen that she said was leaking, the person that was living there took the O-ring out. But like I said, everything was fixed by the new owner. We've contacted the inspector, and she said that the new owner has to call to get the inspection. I know the new owner has contacted her by phone and by email, and she hasn't contacted him back yet to come out to do an inspection. So I don't know how to get a hold of her, or how to him to get a hold of her to come out to do an inspection on it.
Okay, we'll see if we can resolve that then. So you're saying everything is complete?
Yes.
Okay, Mr. Vanover.
Mr. Chairman, I will communicate with the inspector to have this followed up on and inspected. Based on this information, I don't object to 2 weeks to get the final inspections.
Okay. All right, November 5th, 2 weeks, 2025 to get the final inspections done on the property. Motion?
So move.
Mr. Bradley?
Second.
Second by Mr. Denk.
Mr. Maskey,
Yes.
Mr. Bradley,
Yes.
Mr. Dink,
Yes.
Mr. Gallagher.
Yes. Okay, notice will be sent out within 2 weeks. Thank you.
Mr. Chair,
Yes.
I was just wondering if we could make sure that the contact information is given to the inspector. If she can provide a phone number or an email, right now, or send it to the secretary.
Yeah.
So that we can get that inspection in place.
That's fine.
Okay, I guess that's gonna be done.
So,
Through the chair
Question.
to the appellant, if you can call the office or email us your contact information, please do not give that over the live streaming.
Okay. And then November 5th will be another time to have another hearing, or?
No, ma'am. That is,
Okay.
you should have the inspection completed by that date.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Right.
Okay, next dock is housing docket A 107-25, 1410 East 86th Street.
Application and fees are in order. Notice of violation is interior and exterior maintenance issued on April 4th of 2025. Appeal was received on May 2nd, 2025, requesting for 180 days to complete abatement of the violations. Present for today's hearing, Chief Billing Official Tom Vanover, Russ Gates, and Dan Jacobson for the Department of Law. Will the applicant or his or her attorney and or representative please state your first and last name and your relationship to the property for the record?
Martine Wright, owner.
Okay, Ms. Wright, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth?
Yes, I do.
Okay, go ahead and proceed.
Pretty much I was going through an eviction with this property. Prior to them coming out in April, the tenants had called the city on me and they decided not to let them in because I was going to work with them as far as getting their rent caught up. At the time, I decided against it because there were various police reports on vandalism and tearing up the property. So when I decided not to do that, they told me in a text message they were going to call the city on me. And that's what they did. The interior things were inside of their home. Those were damages that the tenant did. In regards to the outside stuff, that was stuff that I was supposed to be actually taking care of. I did ask for an extension. During that time, they had the issue with court where our court dates were pushed up because of the cyber attack. And once we went to court, they asked, I had to give more time for them to stay there based upon the agreement. Once they did, they finally left. Certain things I did take care of. I did have to pull permits for the hot water tanks. In regards to the furnace, when the property was purchased, it was already there, but it was explained to me that I guess it was never a record of that. So I had to get a HVAC person to come out and see if they would pull a permit to certify it. The stuff inside has been done. It's just some of the exterior stuff that has not been taken care of. I know I did ask for an extension of 180 days, asking if I could get a little more time because I have the roofer who's gonna have to pull a permit to do the roofing along the property. In regards to the door and whatnot, exterior, that was due to, both parties fighting. And unfortunately, I didn't attach police reports and different things to basically explain why those things happen. But I'm not making excuses, and I do want to go ahead and resolve it.
Okay, so there are maintenance issues like the roof that we're seeing
Correct.
here and the gutters and and I assume there's other exterior problems in maintenance.
Correct.
And that stuff's not done, is that correct?
The stuff, no, the exterior stuff is not done. The things that were on the inside were taken care of. But I did not ask the city to come back out because I was trying to get everything done at one time so they could just sign off on everything.
Okay, Mr. Vanover.
Mr. Chairman, to the appellant, if I may, I'm trying to clear up it. I believe the notice of violation was written to a Martine Wright.
Correct.
And that is this owned by an individual or is it owned by a corporation? Because we also have a plumbing permit pulled in the name of Zeman Investments.
Well, there's something on it with the title as far as the deed that I'm trying to work through now. So based on what the title showed, it showed Zeman. So that's why they had to pull the permit in that name. Trying to find out where the actual deed is to for a deed correction. So that's why it reads that way.
So, Mr. Chairman, to the appellant, so who actually owns the property?
Yep, Ms. Wright, you had mentioned in the beginning that you are the owner, isn't that correct?
Yes, but there's a deed issue with the property.
Okay, and then Mr. Chairman, and Ms. Wright, you do not live at this property, correct?
You talking to me? I'm sorry.
Yes.
No, it was a
Okay.
tenant downstairs.
Okay, Mr. Chairman, the 180 days would have been October 4th, which, again, I'll state that there's an expectation that for-profit rental property, there's a cost to being a landlord, just like there's a benefit to being a landlord. We would ask that no more time be granted, which doesn't prevent the property owner from finishing the completion of and correcting those things that should have been done before the city was called. I understand that there was an eviction issue and a rent issue, but we received those phone calls often. And when there is no reason for violation notices to be issued, we do not issue violation notices. So we would ask that you deny more time and remand it back to the department.
Mr. Chairman, this is Patty. Legally, there has to be authority to be before this board. I guess you could take the appellant's sworn statement, but the public records are in conflict.
Okay, and so how do we resolve that?
You either determine that if you determine that she does have the authority to be before this board, you go ahead and rule on the appeal. If you determine she does not have the authority, I would recommend that you dismiss this appeal if she does not have the legal authority to be before you.
Okay, so she claims that she is working on correcting that deed and that she has stated that she is the owner of the property. Board members, you want to weigh in on that, or are we just going to go forward?
Mr. Chairman, in the past, we've allowed in this situations the appellant to provide proof of ownership or representation after the meeting. And if she truly is in fact the owner based on that proof of ownership, we've allowed our ruling to go forward.
Okay, very good, Mr. Maschke, that is correct. Okay, so we are going to rule on this. Motion is in order to deny more time, remand the property division of building and housing for any further action.
So
motion moved by Mr. Denk.
Second
by Mr. Maschke.
Mr. Bradley,
Yeah.
Mr. Maschke,
Yes.
Mr. Dink,
Yes.
Mr. Gallagher.
Yes. Notice to be sent out within 2 weeks. Okay, next docket is housing docket A 151-25-7420 Ottawa Road.
Application and fees are in order. Notice of violation is exterior maintenance. Issued on May 5th of 2025. Appeal was received on June 16th, 2025, requesting for 60 days to complete abatement of the violations. Present for today's hearing, Chief Billing Official Tom Vanover, Dan Jacobson and West Gates Law. Will the applicant or his or her attorney and or representative please state your first and last name and your relationship to the property for the record?
Hi, I'm Judy Spadba. I'm the daughter of John, of the property owner, and he is here also. He is hard of hearing, and so we're here to help him.
Okay, so you'll be issuing the testimony, saying the testimony, correct?
Mr. Chairman, that is correct. I was just asking them the same thing. He is present in 514, but they are going to give the family members are going to give the statements and testimony to the board on his behalf. Thank you.
Okay.
Mr. Chairman?
Yes.
Go ahead.
My name is Joyce Fink. I am also the daughter of the owners of the property.
Okay. So it sounds like, is it two sisters?
Yes.
Okay. All right, then I'm going to swear you both in. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. All right. So go ahead and proceed.
So we have, I did contact our Inspector Tony, And unfortunately, I didn't get to talk to him yesterday, but he said he was going to go out to the house. Everything on the list that he has, that was on the notification of violation has been repaired, and we're looking for someone to come out to inspect it also again. So we can get this off the records or off the docket.
Okay. Mr. Vanover. Are you muted, Tom?
I am. Thank you. Mr. Chairman, to the appellate, is this the current condition of the house that we're looking at right here?
No.
Okay.
That was the
So,
Previous, yeah.
okay. So, Mr. Chairman, our records do indicate that as of October 20th, 2025, Inspector Tony Barisic inspected the property and closed the notice of violation as in compliance, stating that the violations have been corrected. As such, we do not object to today's date, 10/22/25, as the date required to abate the violations.
Okay, a motion is in order for 10/22/25, today's date, to abate the violations.
So move.
Okay, moved by Mr. Bradley,
Second.
second by Mr. Maskey.
Mr. Bradley,
Yes.
Mr. Maskey,
Yes.
Mr. Dink,
Yes.
Mr. Gallagher.
Yes. Okay, notice will be sent out within 2 weeks. Thank you.
Okay, take care.
Okay, next docket is housing docket A 152-25, 3649 West 46th Street.
Application and fees are in order. Notice of violation is condemnation of the main structure. Issued on May 20th of 2025. Appeal was received on June 17th, 2025, requesting for 60 days to complete abatement of the violations. Present for today's hearing, Chief Building Official Tom Vanover, Russ Gates, and Dan Jacobson for the Department of Law. Will the applicant or his or her attorney and/or representative please state your first and last name and your relationship to the property for the record? Mr. Chairman, I do not see the applicant on the participants panel, nor is that person present in row 514 this morning.
Okay, Mr. Vanover, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth?
I do.
Mr. Gates?
Mr. Chairman, to Ms. Davis, did notice of today's hearing get returned to the board's file for any reason?
Through the chair to Mr. Gates, no.
Have you received any form of communication, email, voice message, or anything physically delivered to you on behalf of this appellant and or docket?
Through the chair to Mr. Gates, no.
To the chair, the due process requirement of notice has been given to this appellant. The board can proceed with the hearing and its ruling.
Thank you. Mr. Vanover?
Mr. Chairman, this was an inspection conducted as the result of a fire. And it appears that there was a permit applied for earlier this year. That a permit was started in August, however, has not been issued. It's still waiting to be pulled. The building permit, there's been no application for the electrical, mechanical, or plumbing. We are beyond the 60 days that the appellate asked for. We would ask that you deny more work time and remand it back to the department.
Okay, a motion is in order to deny more time, excuse me, and remand the property to the Division of Building and Housing for any further action. Moved by Mr. Bradley,
Second.
second by Mr. Dink.
Mr. Bradley,
Yes.
Mr. Maschke,
Yes.
Mr. Dink,
Yes.
Mr. Gallagher.
Yes, notice will be sent out within 2 weeks. Housing docket A 153-25, 9511 Sandusky Avenue.
Application and fees are in order. Notice of violation is exterior maintenance. Issued on May 16th of 2025. Appeal was received on June 18th of 2025, requesting for 6.5 months to complete abatement of the violations. Present for today's hearing, Chief Billing Official Tom Vanover, Russ Gates, and Dan Jacobson for the Department of Law. Will the applicant or his or her attorney and/or representative please state your first and last name and your relationship to the property for the record?
Darius Williams. I'm the owner of the home.
And
Okay,
Ariane Thomas, I'm the aunt of the owner.
okay. You're both going to be giving testimony.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I'll swear you both in. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth?
Yes.
I do.
Okay, very good. Go ahead and proceed.
In concern to the home, trying to find the funds to get the work done. I'm seeking help through a funded program, CHN, to try to get in all issues resolved in the home.
Okay, is this a rental property or do you live in the house?
Owner occupant.
Okay. And you're having trouble getting contractors?
We have got estimates, but the estimates were very high. So we have been trying to go through CHN for their programs, but the funding hasn't came in yet. So that was kind of our delay. In the midst of trying to seek, contractors, we had a break-in and the furnace and hot water tank was stolen. So we kind of got set back a little more, but we are still trying to make progress in getting these issues fixed.
Okay, so how much more time do you think you need?
I have spoke to, I would say, 2 contractors. They haven't came out to give an estimate yet because they said they were working on other properties. So I would say maybe still 3 to 4 months. Because
Okay.
I don't know how it would go as far as the winter time.
Okay. Yeah, it depends upon what they're doing. Mr. Vanover.
So, Mr. Chairman, if I could have some clarity, the testimony is that this is an owner-occupied home, but the furnace and hot water tank were stolen? Was it
Yes, they were.
occupied during, was it occupied during this theft?
It was occupied during the theft, but it was the day before Father's Day, and my son, they had went out for the weekend. They didn't come back till that Monday, and that's when we realized the home had a broke in. The furnace and hot water tank are currently working now. I purchased the hot water tank, and then we went through a program where they installed the furnace.
So, Mr. Chairman, the notice of violation for this property is for the exterior maintenance. The photographs obviously show that there's need for the entire exterior of the house to be painted. Because it's October and because it's owner occupied, I don't object to July 1st of 2026 to abate the exterior paint issues. That's the typical city paint date. However, I would like that date to be contingent on the fact that the home is occupied, owner occupied, and remains owner occupied, and that if it becomes vacant, then it remands back to the Department of Building and Housing.
Okay. All right, so a motion is in order to grant to July 1st, 2026 to abate the violations. And the request is that the property, someone be in the property. And if for some reason the property is abandoned, that the property motion would be in order also to deny more time and or to return the property to the Division of Building and Housing for any further action. Motion?
So move.
Moved by Mr. Bradley.
Mr. Chairman, I'll second that with the stipulation that it's owner occupied.
Exactly. Okay, Mr. Dank, second.
Mr. Bradley,
Yes.
Mr. Maskey,
Yes.
Mr. Dink,
Yes.
Mr. Gallagher.
Yes. Okay, notice to be sent out within 2 weeks.
Thank you.
Next docket, housing docket A 154-25, 3281 East 118th Street.
Application and fees are in order. Notice of violation is exterior maintenance issued on May 20th of 2025. Appeal was received on June 18th of 2025, requesting for 30 days to complete abatement of the violations. Present for today's hearing, Chief Building Official Tom Vanover, Russ Gates, and Dan Jacobson, Law. Will the applicant or his or her attorney and/or representative please state your first and last name and your relationship to the property for the record? Mr. Chairman, I do not see the applicant in a participants panel, nor is that person present in room 514 this morning.
Okay, Mr. Vanover, do you swear to or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth?
I do.
Mr. Gates?
Through the chair to Ms. Davis, did notice of today's hearing get returned to the board's file for any reason?
Through the chair to Mr. Gates, no.
Have you received any form of communication, an email, a voice message, or anything physically delivered to you on behalf of this appellant and/or docket?
Through the chair to Mr. Gates, no.
To the chair, the due process requirement of notice has been given to this appellant. The board can proceed with the hearing and its ruling.
Thank you. Mr. Vanover?
Mr. Chairman, according to our inspection records, this property was inspected 6/23/25, and it was the notice of violation was closed, and it was found to be in compliance. We do not object to a compliance date of 10/22/25.
Okay, motion is in order for 10/22/25 to abate the violations. Motion. Okay, moved by Mr. Bradley.
Second.
Second by Mr. Dink.
Mr. Bradley,
Yes.
Mr. Maskey,
Yes.
Mr. Dink,
Yes.
Mr. Gallagher.
Yes. Notice to be sent out within 2 weeks. Next docket, housing docket A 155-25, 5006 Burwald Avenue.
Application and fees are in order. Notice of violation is exterior maintenance issued on May 28th of 2025. Appeal was received on June 20th, 2025, requesting for 6 months to complete abatement of the violations. Present for today's hearing, Chief Building Official Tom Vanover, Russ Gates, and Dan Jacobson for the Department of Law. Will the applicant or his or her attorney and/or representative please state your first and last name and your relationship to the property for the record?
David Petrus, owner, and I live there.
Okay, Mr. Petrus, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and proceed.
I started working on it. My friend was going to help me out. I got the permits and everything. And we started working on it. And then my buddy decided he wasn't going to help me no more. But work is in progress per the inspector. He was there last week or a week ago, Tuesday. And I did work and I bought materials and paint and plywood for the roof. But it's just a slow go due to financial problems, and I'm in need of a helper, and I can't really find anybody right now, plus the weather. But it is in progress.
Okay, Mr. Vanover?
Mr. Chairman, as an owner-occupied property and based on the progress on the record, we don't object to 180 days to abate the violations.
Motion is in order to grant till April 21st, 180 days, 2026 to abate the violation. Motion?
So move. Second.
Moved by Mr. Bradley, second by Mr. Maskey.
Mr. Bradley?
Yes.
Mr. Maskey?
Yes.
Mr. Dink?
Yes.
Mr. Gallagher?
Yes. Okay, you'll be getting notice within 2 weeks.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
All righty, thank you.
Good luck to you.
Okay, thanks.
Next docket is housing docket A 156-25, 2204 West 103rd Street.
Application and fees are in order. Notice of violation is no permit. Issued on June 3rd of 2025. Appeal was received on June 20th of 2025 requesting 4 weeks to complete abatement of the violations. Present for today's hearing, Chief Building Official Tom Vanover, Dan Jacobson, and Russ Gates, Department of Law. Will the applicant or his or her attorney and/or representative please state your first and last name and your relationship to the property for the record?
Yes, hi, my name is Nikola Yakovlevich. I'm the owner of 2203 West 104th Street.
Okay, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth?
I do.
Okay, go ahead and proceed.
Who, me?
Yes.
Oh, all I could say is this caught me off guard. The fence that you see the pictures of was there when I bought the house. I thought the original complaint was because when I bought the house, I do accept this responsibility. I didn't recognize that the one portion of the fence was actually touching the 2208 West 103rd Street. I said 103rd, well, I meant 104th. But the house that the fence was touching, I broke it down and I made another fence behind the white fence. I spoke with the neighbor and he was satisfied with the ability to be able to get to the side of his house and do whatever repairs he needed to do. But aside from that giant fence that you're looking at, I did not put that up there. It was there when I got here. It was one of the things that caught my attention to want to buy the house because I knew I was going to have pets. And that's kind of where we're at, I guess. I mean, I did shorten the fence. I took it off so the guy could get to his property and do whatever repairs or anything he wanted to do to his house.
Okay, and so your violation was for the fence, correct?
I'm sorry, sir?
And there was no permit for the fence, from my understanding, and you said you didn't put it up.
I did not put that up, and I did seek a permit to build a small 4-foot, what is it, 4 foot? I think it was 4-foot fence, wood, behind the end of that second picture where you got a straight on look of it. I also sent the inspector, Medasic, I don't know, I mess up his name. I sent him an email and I spoke to him, and I also, in the email, showed him the pictures because he was like, I didn't see any changes. I said, there is. I said, I took the panel off. So the 208 West 10, why do I keep forgetting my address? With the West 103rd person didn't get access to their yard, the side of their house. So it's like 4.5 feet, I think, away from his house.
Okay. All right, Mr. Vanover.
Mr. Chairman, this is a, if I can, just to clear the record up there, it was, so our records still don't indicate that there's, it's confusing because this is the owner occupied house is on 104th Street. Directly behind it is the vacant lot on 103rd Street. In 2011, there was a permit pulled for a fence on 104th where the house is. And then subsequently, there was an additional permit pulled for 104th Street on the 104th Street as well. And that was for a 4-foot fence. We still do not have a permit in place for this 6-foot fence on the 103rd Street lot. So I'm not sure exactly what the ask is. I know there were some modifications made, and unfortunately, the appellant bought a piece of property with a fence that was not permitted, and that needs to get done for it to be compliant.
Okay. So you're gonna have to apply for a permit for the fence that was already existing, to have it inspected and make sure that it's in the right place and correctly built. That's what it sounds
Okay,
like.
but I mean, I'm sorry, but the posts are cemented in from when I talked to the previous owner. I mean, if I had to make any changes, I'm not going to be able to. It would expose my yard to everyone and anything. And at the end of the day, I did send an inspector, which I guess obviously he doesn't know how to do his job properly. I don't mean inspector from the city. I mean an inspector. And he saw the fence. So if he thought there was a problem, I feel like he should have really brought it up. I mean, I paid him money to look at the house, make sure everything was fine. I took out the whole house insurance as I'm supposed to, but that fence was there prior to my moving to the house. I mean, if you guys just want me to get a permit just for laughs and giggles, okay, I'll do it.
Well,
But
it'll be more
I
than
can't
that.
do anything.
It is going to have to be, there's boundary lines and things of that nature that it may have to be surveyed to make sure it's in the right place, and all these things would have been done if it was permitted. But so I guess that's when you go get the permit, you're going to have to show them what's installed.
I don't have any more money. I'm living up the disability income, and I've been disabled since 2020, around the time when I bought the house. And I was just lucky to be able to get that small fence in the back so the neighbor can get access to his house. And that was only because we were the law firm that I was using for collecting whatever, I don't want to use the word arrears, but money that they had denied me previous. That's the money I used for the permit now and for that fence on West 103rd Street. Aside from that, I'm living like anyone else, pretty much hand to mouth, with a monthly income, which once bills are paid and everything and food and everything for my dog and I'm only left pretty much, oh my God, maybe $200, $250, if that, and my other source of income was donating plasma, but because I had a stroke 3 months ago, they want me to start taking blood thinners and stop taking aspirin. And if I do that, then there goes my extra change that I would try to get from plasma. So I honestly feel like, I'm in a bad situation here. I mean, like I said, I didn't put that fence up. And yes, I am upset about the previous owner. I mean, I don't know the guy personally, but my neighbor, she saw what he did and she said they did it in one day, like boom. And I was like, oh, okay. I mean, I had no idea. This is my first house. And unfortunately, I got stuck in Ohio because I was living in New Jersey for almost 30 years. And I messed my life up a little bit over there in my marriage. And I ended up back here. And I
All
bought a
right,
house.
let me go back over to Mr. Vanover.
Okay.
Mr. Chairman, I can empathize or attempt to empathize. Judging from here without making any commitments, because we do not do plan review during appeal hearings, but it doesn't appear that there's anything problematic with the fence. However, it has to be permitted, it has to be submitted, and it has to be approved. Otherwise, we're just going to continue to perpetuate the problem of a fenced-in parcel without a permit.
Okay.
So there are resources. I would add, I mean, I don't have, we don't provide resources from the building department. I would recommend reaching out to the Department of Aging or other entities. But at the end of the day, it has to have a permit. It has to be approved, and that way it's memorialized and inspected to make sure that it's incorrect.
Well, I mean, you guys are putting me in a bad situation, and the previous owner has placed me in a bad situation. He put that fence up in one day. I mean, like I said, it was just hard enough just to get the money to get the supplies and have a couple friends help me put that 4-foot fence on the one next to at 2208 West 103rd, so he can have access to his house. And because I know he's the one who called, we spoke on the phone. But I guess Inspector Medancic was looking at the bigger picture, which is this humongous vinyl fence. I thought his issue was that the fence was connected to the house. And that's why I went through the process of doing. I mean, I guess in all honesty, if I would have known that I'm going to have to do more with this white vinyl fence where I don't have any way. I mean, I really don't have any way of dealing with this fence. I mean, it's there.
Mr. Chairman, I'm gonna ask that the board uphold the violation notice as properly issued and remand it back to the department. And as I've stated, Mr. Lokovich can reach out to the Department of Aging and see what other resources there are that are available. But we ask that you uphold the notice and remand it back to the department, and we can move forward from there.
Mr. Chairman to Mr. Vanover, could you just share with the appellant what a homeowner's permit would be so the fence can be reviewed, the cost?
Sure. Mr. Chairman, to the appellant, an application is filled out, and all we really will need is a site plan, which is oftentimes for fences, the site plan is just a screenshot of the Google Earth photo, showing where the fence is, showing where the gate is, and then the permit fee is based on the cost of the project itself. This being already in place, I guess that cost would be zero, and I believe the minimum fee is I don't want to state it because I don't have it, but it's nominal, $50 to $100.
Okay, so that's what you're looking at, and it may, hopefully, it's going to be in compliance. If it is, that would be wonderful for you. But you won't know that until you get the permit and they come out and inspect it.
Okay, but again, so I never wanted to buy a house for issues like this. I mean, if it's not compliant and the way this dude did it, the previous owner, I'm stuck with something that I really have no way of dealing with. I can't, like I said, I mean, I got a dog that that's why I bought the house for the backyard so I could have a guard dog and protect me because I live by myself. I mean, at the end of the day, even on the plan that I saw from the real estate that I bought from, they show a diagram of a fence. Now,
And
whether
Mr.
that's been
Apologies for interrupting, Mr. Chairman, to the appellate, that drawing from the fence, from the real estate is sufficient to submit, showing that this is a 6-foot fence. So you don't even have to produce drawings other than reproduce that drawing showing the 6-foot fence. Mr. Chairman, we ask that you make a ruling.
Yes, we're gonna rule on it. The notice was properly issued. And so we're gonna just deny any time on it and remand the property Division of Building and Housing for any further action. Motion?
move.
Second.
Okay, moved by Mr. Bradley, second by Mr. Maskey.
Mr. Bradley,
Yeah. So what's going to
Mr.
happen?
Maskey, 1 second,
Yes.
sir. Mr.
Yes.
Dink,
Yes.
Mr. Gallagher.
Yes. Okay, so they're gonna send a notice out within 2 weeks, but basically, it's gonna need to be permitted. So that's what you need. That's what's gonna need to be done. And I would, as Mr. Vanover stated to Department of Aging, I would get a hold of them, maybe even talk to your councilman, council person, and go from there.
Okay, I'll do the best that I can. I mean, like I said, I've already told you my woes and my oohs and my sad stories, but at the end of the day, I'll do the best that I can. That's all I can do. I don't know any further than that.
Well, I agree with you. Good luck to you, and hopefully it all works out.
I mean, I got stuck with the bad end of the stick, so.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay, next docket is housing docket 185-25, 3407 East 113th Street.
Application and fees are in order. Notice of violation is exterior maintenance. Issue on July 9th of 2025. Appeal was received on July 28th of 2025. Request for 60 days to complete abatement of the violation. Present for today's hearing, Chief Building Official Tom Vanover, Russ Gates, and Dan Jacobson for the Department of Law. Will the applicant or his or her attorney and/or representative please state your first and last name and your relationship to the property for the record?
Yeah. Mic on?
Push the button. There you go.
Green, okay. Yes, Cleve Johnson, owner of the house, yes.
Okay, Mr. Johnson, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and let us know what the plans are.
Well, I have pictures. The violations were shrubbery and some painting had to be done. And I did most of the painting on the back porch and stuff like that. And all that shrubbery that's down my property line and the property line on the other side on the back lot, the trees that's coming over are these city property. The property on to the facing my property to the right, I don't park there no more. I park in my own driveway. I put up my address number on the front of the house, and I cut down all that stuff there, and chopped it all up, in the wood chipper. So that was the name of that tune.
Okay.
I have pictures on my phone of what I done.
Okay, how much time do you think you need to abate all the violation?
Yeah, you mean with throwing some paint on the house?
Yeah, I mean to finish up.
Well, all I gotta do is paint the steps.
Okay.
On the front of the house. I put the address up. I didn't know there were $9 per number.
Mr. Chairman, we don't object to 90 days to complete the abatement and get it all re-inspected.
Yeah, okay. Do y'all need to see the pictures?
No.
Okay.
No, we're good. We're gonna give you 90 days to abate the violations, okay? So January 21st, 90 days, 2026 to abate the violations. Motion?
Move.
Moved by Mr. Bradley,
Second.
second by Mr. Dink.
Mr. Bradley,
Yes.
Mr. Maschke,
Yes.
Mr. Dink,
Yes.
Mr. Gallagher.
Yes, we'll send a notice out within 2 weeks. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Okay, next docket is today, 186-25, 3387 East 113th Street.
Application and fees are in order. Notice of violation is condemnation of the main structure issued on July 15th of 2025. Appeal was received July 29th, 2025, requesting for 5 months to complete abatement of the violations. Present for today's hearing, Chief Billing Official Tom Vanover, Dan Jacobs, and Russ Gates for the Department of Law. Will the applicant or his or her attorney and/or representative please state your first and last name and your relationship to the property for the record?
Lacardia Thetford Jr. I'm the owner.
Okay, you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and proceed.
I purchased the house a while ago, but it was a fire damage. That's why the property was looking like that. But I recently started working on it. I haven't put the permits yet. I plan on putting those next week. But I plan to be done with everything by March 2026. Like they stole all the siding off the house after the fire, boarded it up. They ripped the boards off. That's when you came, took pictures, and condemned it because it was a massive fire for the outside wall, like for the driveway, along the driveway. But since then I replaced that wall so no one can get back in and secured the house.
Okay, you say permits pulled?
No, I don't. I plan on pulling them next week. I didn't know if I had to pull them yet or wait for this meeting to pull them.
Okay, Mr. Vanover.
Mr. Chairman, we don't object to 30 days to get the permits and 180 days to abate the violations.
Okay, that sounds good. November 21st, 30 days, 2025, to obtain the permits, and April 21st, 180 days, 2026 to abate the violation. Motion?
Move.
Okay, moved by Mr. Bradley,
Second.
second by Mr. Maschke.
Mr. Bradley,
Yes.
Mr. Maschke,
Yes.
Mr. Dink,
Yes.
Mr. Gallagher.
Yes. Okay, notice to be sent out within 2 weeks.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Next docket is housing docket A, 187-25, 3678 MLK Junior Drive.
Application and fees are in order. Notice of violation is exterior maintenance issued on July 14th of 2025. Appeal was received July 29th, 2025, requesting for 60 days to complete abatement of the violations. Present for today's hearing, Chief Billing Official Tom Vanover, Russ Gates, and Dan Jacobson for the Department of Law. Will the applicant or his or her attorney and/or representative please state your first and last name and your relationship to the property for the record? Mr. Chairman, I do not see the applicant in the participants panel, nor is that person present in room 514 this morning.
Okay, Mr. Vanover, do you swear or affirm to tell the whole truth?
I do.
Okay, Mr. Gates.
Through the chair to Ms. Davis, did notice of today's hearing get returned to the board's file for any reason?
Through the chair to Mr. Gates. No.
Have you received any form of communication, an email, voice message, or anything physically delivered to you on behalf of the appellant or docket?
Through the chair to Mr. Gates, no.
To the chairman, the due process requirement of notice has been given to this appellant. The board can proceed with the hearing and its ruling.
Thank you. Mr. Vanover.
Mr. Chairman, our records indicate that this is a rental property, but it's currently an unregistered rental property. And we received complaints from the tenants, issued this notice of violation. We ask that you, short of any further information, we ask that you deny more time and remand it back to the Department of Building and Housing.
Motion is in order to deny more time and remand the property division of building and housing for any further action. Motion?
So moved.
Moved by Mr. Dank, Mr. Maskey, I'm sorry.
Second.
Second by Mr. Dank.
Mr. Bradley,
Yes.
Mr. Maskey,
Yes.
Mr. Dink,
Yes.
Mr. Gallagher.
Yes. Notice will be sent out within 2 weeks. Next docket, housing docket A 188-25, 1307 West 74th Street.
Application and fees are in order. Notice of violation is condemnation of the main structure in the garage. Issued on June 27th of 2025. Appeal was received on July 30th of 2025, requesting for 1 year to complete abatement of the violations. Present for today's hearing, Chief Billing Official Tom Vanover, Dan Jacobson, and Russ Gates for the Department of Law. Will the applicant or his or her attorney and/or representative please state your first and last name and your relationship to the property for the record? Mr. Chairman, I do not see the applicant in the participants panel, nor is that person present in room 514 this morning.
Mr. Vanover, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth?
I do.
Mr. Gates.
Through the chairman to Ms. Davis, did notice of today's hearing get returned to the board's file for any reason?
Through the chair to Mr. Gates, no.
Have you received any form of communication, email, voice message, or anything physically delivered on behalf of this appellant and/or docket?
Through the chair to Mr. Gates, no.
To the chair, the due process requirement of notice has been given to this appellant. The board can proceed with the hearing and its ruling.
Thank you. Mr. Vanover.
Mr. Chairman, well, the photograph shows the structure has been raised. It was raised properly with a building permit that was inspected and closed as compliance. We do not object to a compliance date of 10/22/25.
Motion is in order for a compliance date of 10/22/25 to have the violation abated. Motion?
So moved.
Okay, moved by Mr.
Second.
Second by Mr. Maskey.
Mr. Bradley,
Yes.
Mr. Dink,
Yes.
Mr. Maskey,
Yes.
Mr. Gallagher.
Notice to be sent out within 2 weeks.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes,
need 2 minutes.
you got it.
No. Mm-mm. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Hello, I've been on this phone all day till when y'all called my number, y'all said I was not there. I listened to that man talk about he couldn't get that 6 feet fence. I am so sorry that I have to call back because y'all couldn't get me in. Talk about I am A18725 3678 Martin Luther King. I've been on this phone since 9:08 listening to all these calls and for y'all not to click me in. And that man talking about that daggone fence, that he
Ma'am,
only get,
ma'am, are you Miss Chandler?
yes,
Mr. Chairman, she's stating that she's Miss Chandler, who you just heard a few minutes ago. When Carmela returns back, you may want to reopen the docket for that.
Yes, we will.
Ma'am, if you could just hold on, don't mute yourself, but if you could just hold on, the secretary will be
yes.
right back. Thank you.
I'm so sorry.
Great. All right, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, we're gonna reopen up housing docket A 187-253678 MLK Junior Drive.
Application and fees are in order. Notice of violation is exterior maintenance, issued on July 14th of 2025. Appeal was received on July 29th, 2025, requesting for 60 days to complete abatement of the violations. Present for today's hearing, Chief Billing Official Tom Vanover, Russ Gates, and Dan Jacobson for the Department of Law. Will the applicant or his or her attorney and or representative
Yes,
please state
Judy
your
Chandler.
first and last name and your relationship to the property for the record?
Judy Chandler, owner.
Okay, Ms. Chandler, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth?
Yes, I do.
Okay, go ahead and let us know what the plans are.
The plans are, I do plan on completing the exterior maintenance. What was happening was I had neck surgery from Sumer Health on 6/13. So I was in recovery at the time I got the citation. And so I was relying on phone calls to get everything completed. And I had got these outrageous quotes from $7,500 to $20,000. And I had tried to reach out to the inspector, but he was on vacation. So I tried to reach out to his supervisor to no prevail. And so I reached out to Heritage, the Heritage program, to get people to give me quotes in order for that. And my recovery time was 3 to 4 months for my neck surgery. So therefore, I wasn't able to get the repairs done. And I didn't know what a facial was and what the pain. So I said, at this point, start looking at doing, and the weather was bad as well. So I'm looking at getting regular quotes where they can complete the exterior painting. So that's the plan, to have someone from Heritage to come out and get have their people give me quotes and choose one of them to get the work done and complete it. So I'm just asking for time because of, my situation.
Okay, do you live on the property?
No, I do not.
Okay. All right, Mr. Vanover.
Tom, you're muted.
Yeah, Mr. Chairman, our testimony is unchanged. This is a rental property. It's currently unregistered as well. These are, as rental property, as investment property, there is an expectation that these things are maintained prior to the city expelling resources. I think that there's nothing that prevents them from being abated, but we ask that you remand it back to the department.
Okay, so that motion was already put in. We've reopened the case, so we would be restating the motion. So a motion is in order to deny more time, remand the property division of building and housing for any further action. Motion?
Move.
Okay, moved by Mr. Bradley,
Second.
second by Mr. Denk.
Mr. Bradley,
Yes.
Mr. Maskey,
Yes.
Mr. Dink,
Yes.
Mr. Gallagher.
Yes. Okay, so a notice is going to be sent out to you within 2 weeks, so you can go ahead and get the work done.
Okay,
Okay,
thank you.
all right, thank you.
Mhm. Bye-bye.
Next docket is a
How
time
much
extension.
time do I have?
You're not in a time situation. You just need to take care of the property. So the city's going to be looking at it, but you need to get it taken care of.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
Thank you.
All righty. You're welcome.
Bye.
Next docket is a time extension, housing docket A 097-25, 3610 East 13th Street.
Application and fees are in order. Notice of violation is exterior maintenance and electrical. Violations was issued on July 16th of 2024. We originally heard this docket under 14724. I'm sorry, we originally heard this is a time extension request from docket A 14724, which this board heard on December 4th of 2024. At the time, the motion was to grant the applicant until June 2nd of 2025 to complete abatement of the violation. Applicant filed for a time extension on June 4th of 2020, on April 20th of 2025, requesting for additional year to complete abatement of the violations. Present for today's hearing, Tom Vanover, Chief Billing Official, Russ Gates and Dan Jacobson for the Department of Law. Will the applicant or his or her attorney and or representative please state your first and last name and your relationship to the property for the record?
My name is LeBron Sanford. I'm the owner of the property at 3610 East 113th Street.
Okay, Mr. Sanford, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth?
Yes, I do.
Go ahead and let us know what about the property, what you're going to do.
Well, I need some time. What happened? They said it was a fire there, but there was no fire at the house. It was the overgrowth of the trees on the lot next to the house, which belongs to the city. I came down about 10 times to complain about those trees that's growing over on my house that my mother lives in. And they grew so big and heavy that they touched the wires coming into the house, and they overlapped, and it caused smoking. It started smoking, and then it made a surge into the breaker box. Well, that out afterwards, my mother called me. I live right around the corner from her, and she just said, "Tony, there's smoke coming out the basement." So I just ran over there, and as I ran down the street, I could see the smoke coming out of the windows of the basement. And I ran in the house, ran down in the basement, and I saw some sparks. And I just ran back out the house and grabbed my mother. And by the time I come back out the house, it was 2 fire trucks outside. And they rushed up on the porch with picks and everything. Everybody tapped the whole house. And I ran back in the house and let them know it's downstairs. So they ran downstairs, and the only thing they did was pull the main fuse. And the sparking stopped, and that was it. And then and some giant fans to suck out the air, suck out the smoke out of the basement. After that, the the fire chief, he came and he asked me, "Do you have insurance?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "You're going to need some." And he said, "You're going to need some upgrading too." Okay. I knew that was coming eventually. So illuminating company came out there, and they went to climb up on there, and he touched the wires, and it blew up in his face. So he tagged it, and at the same time, they said, "Your mother gonna have to leave because there's not gonna be no electricity in the house." So we moved my mother to my sister's house, and then there was a big fight started between me and the insurance company. Somehow they sent me a check for $8,000, and I started looking for contractors because I had to upgrade the 60 amp to 100 amp and redo the fuses in the basement because they were old box fuses. So every contractor that came out there, they said, "No, we can't do it for no $8,000. And needed a furnace also because the wires burned back to the furnace and burnt the main controls on the computer box. So me and the insurance company battling back and forth. And then when the inspector came out, she wrote me up for everything on the outside. Everything she saw, she wrote me up. And then she went in the basement and told me this and told me that. She said, "You're going to need a licensed electrician." I told her, "No, I'm not." I said, I'm overqualified to do this work myself. So at that time, I just went on and tried to hire some people. The first contractor come in, he got me for $2,500. I never seen him a day. So that's what I told the building inspector when she came out. So then I just said, well, let me go get my credentials and my paperwork from all the schooling that I had and bring it down here and file for a homeowner's permit. And I got it. And then we started the work, we started scraping everything. And then the winter set in, and all that scraping we did didn't do no good because when the spring came back, we had to re-scrape the whole house again. So we went at it, and then I started the work inside. Well, I don't know if that's an upgrade. Yeah, it is an upgrade. Oh, these pictures right now is the upgrade of the house. Because before, let me say it back to last week. Last week, Inspector McClure came out and she said that she had passed the house twice because she couldn't recognize the house. And she says a lot of work been done on it. And she said all I need to do now is those two dormers, the dormer in the front and the dormer in the back. That's got to be painted and scraped. And the porch, not the porch, but the steps need to be painted. And that's all I need, I think. Until she come back out again.
So how much time were you looking for?
I forgot the dates right now, but I think I need about another 4 months. If I can get somebody to go up on dormers, because I can't go up on the dormers. I can't go up on ladders anymore.
Okay. And your mother lives in this house, or?
My mother lives there. She's 87 years old.
Okay. All right, Mr. Vanover.
Mr. Chairman, this is an extension of time. It's up to the board on how much more time and how many more times we want to review this.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Board members, you have a feeling for this?
Mr. Chairman, I'm not clear from the testimony. Has the electrical service been repaired and upgraded?
Yes.
Well, then, if that's the case, it seems that the remaining work of the bit of painting is not necessarily a 4-month not necessarily a 4-month task.
No, I just asked for it.
Okay. What do you think?
To the appellant, do you think, would you find it reasonable to do that in 60 days?
Yes.
I think that, we don't want to keep hearing and giving extensions, but that doesn't seem totally unreasonable.
Mr. Chairman, to Mr. Dank, just for the record, there is no record of any electrical inspections having been conducted. There is an open electrical permit, but no record of inspections being conducted at this time.
So to the chairman, I'm relying on the appellant's testimony to say that that's been done. And if we offer an extension, if that's agreed upon of 60 days, that includes upgrading and repairing the electrical service satisfactorily.
Well, can I talk?
Yes.
Oh, well, my mother, she's been back home almost 9 months now. So we never had, there's no problem in the house, like electrical.
Inspected under the permit.
Oh, okay.
So it needs inspection?
Okay.
Okay. So get that inspection done, and that should be done right away.
Right.
So we say to get it inspected within 30 days, Mr. Dan, and 60 days to abate violation totally with no further extensions.
So moved.
Okay, moved by Mr. Dank,
Second.
second by Mr. Maskey.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes.
did you give me physical dates?
Did I give you physical dates?
No, you said 30 days and
I
some
got
60
you.
days.
Yeah. November 21st, 2025, and December 21st, 2025 to abate total violation with no further extensions.
Mr. Bradley,
Yes.
Mr. Maskey,
Yes.
Mr. Dink,
Yes.
Mr. Gallagher.
Yes. Okay, notice to be sent out within 2 weeks. Thank you. Okay, the next docket is an adjudication order building docket A 183-25, 2173 Professor Street, and it has been withdrawn. Next docket is an adjudication order building docket A 232-25, 1979 West 25th Street.
Application and fees are in order. This is an adjudication order requesting a waiver to item 4, chapter 13 of the OBC. Present for today's hearing, Chief Building Official Tom Vanover, Russ Gates and Dan Jacobson for the Department of Law. Will the applicants or his or her attorney please state your first and last name and your relationship to the property?
Yes, hello, my name is Todd Mayer. I am an architect with DLI Group, representing on behalf of the Cleveland Public Market Corporation.
Okay, Mr. Mayor,
Mr. Chairman,
yes.
1 second. Are you two going to give testimony today?
Possibly so.
Okay, I need you to state your name for the record.
Rosemary Moudry, Executive Director. Rosemary Moudry, Executive Director of Cleveland Public Market Corporation.
Good morning. This is Chris Panicki with PMC Owners Rep.
Okay, so with the three of you, we're gonna have to swear yours all in. So you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, I assume Mr. Mayor is gonna be leading it off, correct?
Correct.
Okay, go ahead.
Are there any slides that we shared earlier? Yep, thank you. So I hope we're all familiar with the West Side Market. We are undergoing a project addition and renovation to the Market Hall, to the whole West Side Market. Here we're identifying, for the purpose of this conversation, just the main components of the building: the Market Hall, East Arcade, North Arcade, and the alley. If you go to the next slide. Is there a next slide? Okay. The next slide is going to show the kind of extent of the scope of work. You know, we're going to do a full renovation of both the North Arcade and East Arcade. There'll be some interior renovations to the Market Hall. But with regard to the reasons why we're here today, it's really in relation to the connectors. There's a west connector and an east connector that's going to connect the Market Hall building to the North Arcade. And in between those is going to be a courtyard. At issue with today's hearing is to be discussions about the West Connector and the energy compliance within that West Connector. You go to the next slide. So you're seeing an image here on the left, that's the existing conditions, and the rendering you see here on the right is the proposed condition. This rendering shows a clear glass vestibule. We're trying to be very light with our design touches here, connecting two historical buildings. I will note that this design has been reviewed and approved both by SHPO and by the Landmarks Commission. That's the zooming on the existing conditions down the alley. The purpose of this west connector, a couple of things. It's really going to act as a vestibule, for people to enter both the North Arcade and the Market Hall, but also get into the courtyard. The purpose of the clear glass is, one, to show that connection into the courtyard from West 25th Street to be open and inviting, and also, there's some security concerns allowing that visibility is important to us as well. If you go to the next slide, I think we just have some updated renderings to show what it looked like from the inside, just some larger context for this group. So again, yes, the image on the left is another view looking towards the connector from West 25th, and then the image on the right is from the connector. So we want to move to the next slide. So what we're diagramming here is the building outline. So, the building itself, the existing buildings are 100 years old, at least the Market Hall is. There's been some renovations to the North Arcade since that expanded it, but regardless, when you connect the buildings, it becomes too large to fit the requirements of the building code to be a non-sprinkler building. So what we did with our connectors is we created fire separation and sprinklers in those buildings. What that effectively does is make those two buildings separate standalone buildings, so they're treated as such. What that does for Chapter 13 is, it makes a requirement that the buildings must follow the Chapter 13 requirements for energy conservation. We're able to achieve that with the East Connector. However, the West Connector, we were unable to achieve that with the design that we had already gotten approved by Landmarks Commission and through SHPO. An issue is you have two giant glass walls that are really making up the majority of the building envelope. If you go to the next slide. We did several calculations to understand, how what the issues are with this glass and what we can do to make this building more energy efficient. The base design is showing, with our calculations, we're about 16% worse than the building code requirements. The glass you can see up there on the images on the top right, those are from the Cuyahoga County building. That's actually the type of glass that we're proposing to use within the West Connector. Again, it's very clear and shows that transparency that we're looking for within the West Connector. To make this building, or to make this West Connector energy compliance, we looked at several different options. Bumping up the insulation to extreme amounts, to an R50 on the roof, packing the walls with additional insulation, looking at triple glazing these glass walls. What really came down to was the solar heat gain coefficients and the transparency of the glass. And it was only until we looked at changing the glass from something that's transparent to highly reflective and dark, is when we were able to get this building to pass the energy test. So if you can go to the next slide. So this is when we were able to get the building to pass the code per the calculations, but it's only when using highly reflective, highly dark glass that would be not correct use for the market hall for the project, which is why we want to get the variance to go back to the clear glass. I will note that if using the clear glass, if we're not permitted to use the clear glass, I think our options are just to remove heat from that vestibule altogether, which would mean we'd be in compliance because it wouldn't be a heated or conditioned building. But if that's the case, then you are introducing, a cold space into the adjacent buildings. We'd think it'd be, not within the spirit of the code to take that vestibule away from the building. So that's why we're proposing to keep the design as it is and get a variance for this one vestibule, which I will note is 0.4% of the total area of the building. So we're talking about a small part of the overall project. And then lastly, I'll close with the spirit of the code. We're not arguing about going against energy compliance. This building is overall targeted for LEED Silver certification. So we're trying where we can to find energy efficiencies within the overall project. It's just a small section of the building, just because it's been isolated because of the firewalls. Is that why we're in this room here together? So with that, I will, I guess, open it up for discussion.
Okay.
Variance for this.
So what you're looking for is a variance on just that total space that you're talking about, or is it specific to the product of the glass or the glazing?
A variance of the west connector to meet the Chapter 13 code requirements.
To exist as is, as
Yes.
you have built. Okay.
As designed.
All right, Mr. Vanover.
So, Mr. Chairman, just for some points of clarification, they're seeking a variance from the requirements of the code. As such, it is based on, and I would just want to make sure I have the testimony correct for the record, that it is not technically infeasible to comply with the code. There has been no argument that the code requirement as stated in the adjudication order is incorrect, right? So we would ask that you uphold the adjudication order as properly issued. Also identifying it, although not technically infeasible, the Ohio Building Code does provide leniency in matters for historic buildings and historic structures, and the ability to review the project as a whole, understanding that the rest of the buildings will be asking for LEED certification. However, I also just feel I have a responsibility that this is a public building and it is public funding. And so it is important that if we're going to require energy compliance for all of our other structures at every location in every case, that we should follow suit. Now, that being said, the board has a decision, and I don't have an opinion either way on the spirit of the code, the intent of the code, and whether this 0.4% portion of the building must, whether it's to remove the heat or grant the variance, and looking at this project as a whole. So that's those are my points for the record, and I wait the board to decide accordingly.
Members of the board?
Mr. Chairman,
Yes.
you have an applicant with her hand raised in here, like to give testimony.
Oh, yes. Okay, go ahead.
Hi, this is Rosemary, the executive director. I just also wanted to emphasize that when we went to design review, while, Todd mentioned that, you could do the dark glass and things like that, design review and the community process felt very strongly, along with the state historic preservation office, that clear glass, the least amount of disturbance, was really critical, and especially design review felt like being able to see inside that courtyard was something that was really important. And so, I just want to kind of double down and note that the only way to achieve that is to kind of go against another board of the city. So I just wanted you guys to have that context and background too.
Point.
And Mr. Chairman, just to respond to that, while they like to think that they do, local design review boards and architectural review boards do not legally have any influence on how the building codes are enacted and whether and compliance. We always hope to work with them so that they understand that there could be building code ramifications. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. So under the law, the Ohio Administrative Code and the codes that are enacted, those boards do not have any influence or say in how building codes are regulated. But there is a specific provision in the code for historic buildings. So while local design review, architectural design review, and planning commission have no influence, SHPO and the local landmarks boards do. And that's codified under the law.
The man over. Board members?
Mr. Chairman, to the appellant, what is the solar heat gain coefficient and the U value of the desired glass?
The U value, I can't. Hold on, let me go through my notes. It's on the slide, but you may have to zoom in pretty tight.
And
Was that one the one with the green or the red?
It's on the one report, we think.
Slide 50. Yeah, if you can zoom in.
Is it this slide or the other one?
This slide.
It's this slide, but it's sorry, I apologize. It's not running on the slide. I don't have it in my notes.
Do you want to hold off until, Mr. Chairman, do you want to hold off and wait to receive that information?
Well, now we'll get back to Mr. Denk on it for his reasoning for asking what the difference in the two, maybe.
Well, I'm sympathetic to the clear glass. I get the intention. It is a very small percentage of the building. I understand that as well. I also feel that there's a lot of designers that would like some relief from the energy code. And so I don't know that we can or should just grant that without reasonable consideration. And you can get some pretty good glass, I would think, that's still clear if it's low E and double pane. And so I think for a responsible decision to allow the variance, I would think as the board, we would want to know that we kick that tire reasonably.
Yeah, I think the glass is going to be low E. Triple pane glazing didn't provide the U value that we were expecting. It was really the solar heat gain coefficient that had the biggest impact. The code compliant solar heat gain coefficient, I believe, has 4% light visible transmission, and the 0.11 solar heat gain coefficient to make it compliant. I don't have the information for the numbers on the proposed glass, but I can provide those if needed.
Is the space conditioned, or are the doors open on either end of the connector?
The space is intended to be heated.
Okay. With the resistance heater?
Radiant heating.
All right.
So I guess what we're kind of looking at here is then again is one is that with the design to be clear to see through into that corridor, and versus having this small little area with the different glass to be more efficiently heated. Mr. Maskey, you're an architect. What do you think?
I'm not bothered by this.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was going to add, this is Chris. So typically, because the building, a projected vestibule would be an aggregate of the whole building. And the reason why this, and Todd mentioned it earlier, is because we have this fire separation. So I would imagine around Cleveland, there's probably many of these vestibules that aren't code compliant if you were to take it and isolate it. But because it's looked at independently, it's failing. So I would say there's precedent, but it's not precedent the way this is split up. So again, in the spirit of the code and the law, I mean, there are examples out there, and I'm sure we can walk around and look at a lot of them that are not compliant.
Mr. Chairman, this is Patty. This board does not make precedent, and it looks at each individual projects independently based upon the specific conditions of each property. But the law is clear, this board does not make precedent.
No, you're right, but it's nice to know though that we're not setting precedent on this.
Right, and Mr. Chairman, that is a compelling point. That's reasonably stated.
Okay, so I guess we could, are there any more questions on this from the board? We can make a motion to grant the variance that this, as it's named, exists as it has been designed. I guess that would be, go ahead.
So moved to grant the variance.
Okay, moved by Mr. Dank. Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Okay, second by Mr. Maskey.
Mr. Bradley?
Yes.
It's up to Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, Mr. Vanover's asked for discussion before you take a roll vote.
Okay, go ahead, Mr. Vanover.
Mr. Chairman, we would ask that the resolution include that the adjudication order was properly issued.
Yeah, okay, that would definitely do that. The adjudication order has been properly issued.
Mr. Bradley?
Yes.
Mr. Maskey?
Yes.
Mr. Dink?
Yes.
Mr. Gallagher?
Yes. Okay, notice will be sent out within 2 weeks.
2 weeks is fine. We're not going to be building this for a
Thank
while.
you.
Thank you.
But thank you.
Okay, we do have one outstanding case from the first page, I think.
Mr. Chairman, I did
Yes.
receive an email notification from this applicant. He has experienced a personal emergency and asked to be rescheduled for 2 weeks out.
Okay. Very good. All right, that takes care of all of the cases. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay, so we move on
Sorry.
to resolution.
That's the one I just was.
Okay, so dockets A 87-25, A 88-25, A 90-25 through A 96-25, A 120-25, A 178-25 through 181-25, 184-25, 189-25, A 231-25, CT 003-25, CC 004-25, and CT 005-25, CT 006-25. Motion?
So moved.
Moved by Mr. Bradley,
Second.
second by Mr. Day.
Mr. Bradley?
Yes.
Mr. Maskey?
Yes.
Mr. Dink?
Yes.
Mr. Gallagher?
Yes. Approval of minutes for October 8th, 2025. Are there any additions or corrections?
No.
Motion
So moved.
moved by Mr. Maskey,
Second.
second by Mr. Dink.
Mr. Bradley,
Yes.
Mr. Maskey,
Yes.
Mr. Dink,
Yes.
Mr. Gallagher.
Yes. Is there anything else to come before us?
No.
We are now adjourned.
Thank you.
Thank
Have a
you.
good 2 weeks, guys.
You too.